Hello dear students, today's English lesson is from Family Friends Class Book. Please take out your books. Family Friends Class Book, Unit 7, page 71, and the lesson title is Grammar. Let's get started. Relative pronouns. This is from page 70 that we studied and finished, but we're gonna review that we studied from the previous lesson. Relative pronouns part 1. Who, which, and where, that they are relative pronouns. Who refers to people or a person. Which refers to things. It may again is used with things or animals. Where refers to places, any place. We're gonna see in these examples. The first example, a guide is a person who takes people on trips. If we see who refers to a guide, that's a person. Number 2, I ate a chocolate which tasted very good. If we see which refers to chocolate. Number 3, Mom and Dad went to a restaurant where they had good fish. Where refers to a restaurant, that's a place. This is from page 70 that we did, but as a review to connect with the part 2, relative pronouns part 2. Who or that, which or that. What does that mean? We can use that instead of who. It means we can replace who with that. We can use that instead of which. It means we can replace each other. Just like these examples. Number 1, he met a man who was more than 120 years old. The same sentence, he met a man that was more than 120 years old. If we see who, replace with that. It means we use that instead of who. The second one, he stayed in a house which was at the top of a tall tree. Which, and the same sentence, he stayed in a house that was at the top of a tall tree. If we see, we replaced which with that. It means we changed the place. We can use that. Just with these two relative pronouns, who or which, not where. Where just for place. The second one, page 71, the first exercise, that's reading. What are Chip and Professor looking at? What is that? It is my grandfather's diary. My grandfather was a great explorer. Look at this. He went to the middle of a rainforest. He met a man that was more than 120 years old, and he stayed in a house that was at the top of a tall tree. If we see he met a man, this is the relative pronoun, refers to a man, and the second one in a house that was at the top, and this is another relative pronoun. And look at this, he invented special shoes. So he was an explorer, but he was also an inventor, just like you. Let's go to the second exercise. That's explanation. We already explained in the previous slide. That's who or that for people, and which or that for things. Exercise 3, read and match. I did this for you. Number 1, that we have to match the sentences. He's the boy that's matched with F. He's the boy that started at our school last week. Number 2, pasta is a type of food that's matched with A, which is popular in Italy. Number 3, that's matched with D. The kabok tree is a giant tree that grows in the rainforest. Number 4, that's matched with B. The train that goes to London leaves in 5 minutes. Number 5, explorers are people. That's matched with C. Explorers are people who travel the world. And number 6, she's a lovely person. That's matched with E. She's a lovely person who's nice to everyone. Let's go to the next exercise, exercise 4. That will be your homework for the next lesson, but I'm going to explain for you. Write sentences, use which or that, or who or that. It means you have to make sentences, write sentences like that. Number 1 is done, and after doing the sentence, you have to match the sentence with the pictures. If you see, there are 6 pictures and 6 sentences. Number 1, animal lives in the sea. That's the sentence. It's an animal which lives in the sea. that if you see which one is used, which pronoun, who, which, that refers to animal, and matched with picture B. And the second one, person works in a restaurant. I did this one for you. Like, it's a person who works in a restaurant. This is the sentence, and we used who because it refers to a person. Which one we will be matched with picture D, that's the chef, and you have to do the rest of the sentences and write down in your notebook. Thank you, and see you in the